Hello and welcome to the Planning Hub, and today we are joined by Will and James from James Thomas Weddings, and these guys are brilliant videographers, obviously Whitewed approved and on the directory, so you can check out their link and go and find out more about them. But today they're going to be chatting to us all about sort of finding the best videographer for you, what's involved behind the scenes, things to look for, and really sort of telling us why we should have one, because there's so many benefits that actually a lot of people aren't aware of that really good points. So I suppose the first thing is to start with choosing the best one. I mean, where should people start? Because there's so many different options of videographers, different ones on the market. So what to do really first?
Yeah, I'd recommend you meet up with your videographers face to face. It's quite a personal thing.
It is, you've got to like the people.
Yeah, they're gonna be with you all day, filming. It's not like a photographer, you kind of duck in and you get this, that and the other. It's more of a sort of continuous thing because of the nature of video, and by all means, it's not intrusive in the slightest. But
actually, from weddings that I've worked on, you can barely even notice that there's a videographer there because it's just very sort of backgroundy, isn't it?
It is, and that's the best sort of photography and videography you can have. Really, you don't really want someone shoving a camera in your face sort of all day.
Well, you lose that natural presence then and how people. Oh,
and there is a perception out there with quite a lot of people that if you're going to have a videographer, it is going to be a camera in your face all day long, and it really is not like that whatsoever. Yeah. But I'd recommend definitely meet up with them and make sure you click with them. It is very personal, and certainly the way that we do our videos is very kind of narrative based and about the couple.
Lovely.
We do need to know about you. It's what we like to know how the proposal happened, like how you guys met, any kind of ups and downs that you've had, anything like that. So. If you don't feel comfortable around them, you're not going to feel comfortable sharing that, and it will come across on the video like
a bit more.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, so nerves and things kick in as well. You want to be relaxed and enjoy your day.
Yeah.
So you don't want to be nervous and you don't want to be thinking about things. That will kind of need to be sorted out earlier. Yeah. So meet the people that you're going to be working with, and then you'll be able to see the work that they've got, chat about things, because it's easy to look at a website and go right done. But you're not going to get an idea of what you need from that at all. And
also the bottom line with anything like this is the person sells their business no matter what. So, I mean, you could see, it doesn't matter what price point, what kit and so on, you are going to go and like those people and, they're going to like you. So I think you're right, it's so important.
It is very important, yeah.
Definitely. And also sort of checking them out as well online and making sure there's lots of videos to actually look at. Because quite often there might be a Facebook page, but to have a proper website and all the liability insurances and everything.
Yeah, and touching on that, I mean, there's quite a lot that people don't realise in the way of what videographers can actually do in terms of sort of rules and things like that. I mean, like a lot of venues, a lot of people have, I want this like really lovely sort of tracking shot of me going down the aisle, following me slow motion down the aisle, and that all sounds lovely, and I'd love to be able to get a shot like that. I really want to get a shot like that. But a lot of the time, you need to speak to your venue and you need to speak to your registrar, because a lot of the times they have certain areas where you have to be in and you can't move and things like that. So it's definitely worth talking to your venue and talking to make sure that what you have in your mind is actually possible. To start with.
And I suppose that leads us nicely on to why have a videographer? Because I mean, it's a question that comes up frequently. What are those benefits? Because obviously people think, well, I have to have a photographer and I have to have a florist and I have to have caterers and so on. But why a videographer? Why is it important?
Yeah, it's strange that it's that way around.
I know.
It's photographer and because you can take still images from a video.
Yeah. But I think a lot of people don't realise that.
No, they don't. No. And it's the audio. That's what you're missing. So when the best man is grilling the groom or whatever, when everyone's laughing, you don't get that with photos.
No.
And when it's actually saying your vows, or the father of the bride is crying over giving his daughter away or anything like that. Those sort of moments, well,
they're priceless, aren't they?
Absolutely, and especially for people that couldn't be there and things like that, to be able to show them kind of how your day went.
Well, on the same line of photos, really an importance, because it's a memory you take away, and like anything, you're going to have your wedding and you're going to enjoy your day, but the things you take away are very few and far between. There'll be your photos, the videos, and then possibly a bouquet or something. Apart from that, these are like the memories, so they are the most valuable things you're going to have in your day.
Yeah.
So I think when you come to photos, only get one aspect of it. You get the nice pictures, but then you're not seeing people's personalities come out in they might have a little thing that they do.
Yeah.
There might be people that you're not going to see in the future maybe, and you'll just be able to get their personality across just a little bit more in the video.
Oh, definitely. And like we were talking earlier, you were saying about video messages, genius, like part of that as
Yeah,
part of the day.
absolutely. And like Will was touching on earlier, if there are people that you might not be seeing going forward, to have that video message of them is
It's really brilliant.
It's brilliant, yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I think as well, one thing that might be this common idea is that you just get a couple of hours on video, boom, there you go. Oh my God, it couldn't be further from the truth.
No, absolutely not. It's there's a lot of work that goes behind the scenes with, for video as opposed to photo. I mean, people are paying extraordinary amounts for a photographer who will take photos of the day and then spend 2 or 3 days maybe editing. And for video, you could be editing for months.
Getting it just bang on right.
Absolutely, and what people don't realise is most of that time is spent on the highlights video.
Yeah.
Most of the time, because if you're doing a full-length video and you're shooting a ceremony that's 45 minutes in a church, it's very easy to get a nice long video if you're getting married in a church. 45 minutes for that, speeches are half an hour.
Boom.
It's
here you go.
Yeah, and the thing with that, the thing with the nature of that sort of video is that it's so long. And it's so sort of looking at the one thing and not moving for quite a while.
It's a tiny bit dull.
Yeah.
Watching it back, it is. It's not variety.
There's no creative aspect in it at all, and that's another thing that you're really paying for when it comes to, you're investing more in the value of what's going into the editing, style amongst other things, but then there's all the other stuff that comes before just running a business costs a lot of money. So it's the tip of the iceberg really, and if you're not going to invest in something that's shown to be well worth it, then you could cheap out and it's not going to be quite as good, and then you wasted all your money.
I totally agree.
So the industry standard is generally a highlights video is about 3 minutes long. It's cut to music and it's just like pans of bouquets and
But that's how life is now. That's what people.
And what we're trying to do is create short films that are around about 10-15 minutes long. We'll do pre-wedding with the couple as well, which is, touching on what we were saying earlier about getting to know the couple and things like that. Yeah, I mean, if we've spent a lot of time with them and even shooting them before the weddings actually happens, we've been able to build that sort of relationship. It gets to a point where it's almost like having a friend come and shoot the wedding.
Absolutely.
And it's the short films, the way you can edit them and the sort of intricate sort of details, and did so and say something during the speeches that correlates with something that they've said in the pre-wedding footage and things like that. Can you piece it together? It doesn't have to be chronological. You can really tell a story and sort of build a narrative and things like that. Whereas with the full length, it's more of a document, sort of more like a documentary of the day.
And quite frankly, it's something that most people wouldn't look at. I mean, I got married, we had our photographs, I look at them occasionally. They're in a big bound album, they're lovely and I would never not have them, but with video, short film, something like you say, whether it's a highlights couple of minutes or more 10 to 15 minutes, it's easier to get. You can have it on your phone, on your iPad, on your laptop, it's on Facebook, you've shared it with your friends, you've got a group on Facebook of your wedding, it's on there. People really enjoy it.
That's
I think it's far
it
is.
Everything's social, so you want something
that
you can share and show, and like I said, those big videos that go for an hour long, you're not necessarily going to watch it. Things get lost in translation. It's better to be able to pick those key moments out of the day and put them together, because they're what people remember from it.
And then it's key, like we were saying about the investment, is that people then don't look at that and go, oh, is that it?
Exactly.
No.
Yeah.
Hours and the prepreration time that you've taken to get that, and that is something beautifully brought together.
And that's something that your video can give you that emotion a lot more effectively than what photo can.
Definitely.
So we do something called the letters, where we'll get the bride and groom to write letters to each other, and then we keep them. And we hand them back in the morning of the wedding, and then they open them up and read them, and they're already emotional because it's their wedding day. Most brides, when we shoot them, probably last about 2 sentences.
Yeah, before they start, you can always see the tissues coming out. Don't ruin my makeup.
We try to plan it so it's not sort of once the makeup's
I bet.
It's always on the makeup.
We send out a pack that says don't let them go away. It's changed something that kind of industry standard. The morning of the wedding would be hair and makeup being done, which is in there anyway. But you've got this story now, and you've got this letter, and you've got this emotion, and now suddenly, you're going to cry that no matter how many years after the wedding, and now you're sort of feeling the day back again, as opposed to just sort of watching it and going,
Viewing.
oh, do you remember that? That was nice, wasn't it? Do you remember that? Do you know what I mean? It's more, a lot
It's
more
quite
powerful.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't really compare the two.
And there's so many videographers out there. We had to do something that was different. It was the only way, you know. So
absolutely. But then, as we are all individual, we go back to the first point. It's about choosing someone you click with, that you love their style, understanding their price points, making sure that you're aware of what goes in behind, and just making sure as well that that company that you've actually booked care about your wedding, are invested in it, and want it to be great. And that's the key to a great wedding supplier, in my opinion, is that they are more than happy to just run with it and go the extra mile, do whatever's needed to make it brilliant.
Yeah, and if you've got someone who's charging, say, it's £250, £500 to shoot the whole day.
It's quite,
I mean, if they're doing it professionally, you've got to think how many weddings have they got to book to be able to live off of charging out that money. So they must have to churn out weddings super quick.
Exactly.
And that's obviously going to take your quality's going to take a hit.
I think so, and it's that balance as well, and it's also ensuring that, because when we have a florist and we have the flowers and we can see them, they're beautiful, it's a big trust with photographers, videographers, because you're ensuring really in your mind that you're happy that they will deliver after the event. Whereas choosing a professional company that have all those accreditations and you can see their work and it's great, and yes, it costs some money because it takes a lot of time, fine. Whereas when it's the other way around, like you say, it's a concern. So definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, guys. It's really good to have you in. Tip-top advice. And as said, you will find their link just next to this video, so go and check them out. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.